Hello. I'm reacting to what if Obi-Wan killed Anakin and Mustafa. Great, I guess saying, yeah, just figure it, just straight up killed the boy you trained. Okay. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I'll have Star Wars Kingdoms channel in the description as always. And don't forget to check out my reaction playlist to see more of my reactions as well. And let's see, what if Obi-Wan killed Skywalker on Mustafa?
Rise, my apprentice.
In Revenge of the Sith, Anakin Skywalker's fall to the dark side is marked by his betrayal of the Jedi Order and allegiance to Darth Sidious, who christens him Darth Vader. This leads to a climactic confrontation on Mustafar between Anakin and his former master, Obi-Wan Kenobi. The duel ends with Obi-Wan defeating Anakin, leaving him severely burned and on the brink of death. Anakin is ultimately saved by Sidious and transformed into the iconic Darth Vader. But what if Obi-Wan had killed Anakin in that fateful duel? As Yoda leapt into Bail Organa's speeder, narrowly escaping his duel with Darth Sidious, the reality of the galaxy's dire situation settled heavily upon him. As the speeder sped through Coruscant's bustling traffic, Bail, his voice tense, asked,
Master Yoda, what do we do now? The Jedi Order is shattered, and the Sith have taken control.
Yoda, closing his eyes, reached out through the Force, seeking guidance. In a moment of clarity, a vision unfolded before him, a fiery landscape where the fate of his former apprentice, Obi-Wan Kenobi, hung in the balance. Unlike Palpatine's manipulative foresight, Yoda's vision was a desperate plea from the Force itself. It showed the importance of Obi-Wan's survival, a linchpin for the future of the Jedi and the galaxy.
To Mustafar, we must go,
Yoda said, his voice firm.
In danger, our allies are. The future, clouded by darkness. Save them, we must.
With that, their course was set. Meanwhile, as Yoda races toward Mustafar, the fiery duel between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker reaches its tragic climax. Obi-Wan, battered and weary, strikes Anakin down, leaving him dismembered and burning on the edge of the lava bank. His heart shatters as he watches his former apprentice, his brother, reduced to this state. Tears streak his soot-covered face as he hesitates for a moment, his heart warring with his duty. Finally, with immense pain, he descends the embankment. His lightsaber trembles in his hand as he approaches Anakin. A final swing ends Anakin's life, leaving Obi-Wan staring at the lifeless body of the man he once called family. As Obi-Wan makes his way back up, his knees buckle and he collapses, his lightsaber clattering to the ground. His body shakes with sobs, his grief and guilt overwhelming him.
What have I done?
He whispers, his voice barely audible over the roar of the lava. Suddenly, a cold presence fills the air. Obi-Wan looks up, and emerging from the shadows of the landing platform is Palpatine, flanked by clone troopers. The Sith Lord's face twists with fury as he sees Anakin's body lying lifeless below, but his anger quickly gives way to cunning calculation as his yellow eyes settle on Obi-Wan.
You've done it, haven't you, Kenobi?
Palpatine sneers, his voice dripping with venom.
You've killed him, my apprentice, my greatest creation, destroyed by your hand.
Obi-Wan struggles to his feet, glaring at Palpatine with bloodshot eyes.
Your apprentice?
He spits.
He was a Jedi, a hero. You twisted him into a monster.
Palpatine's expression softens into mock sympathy.
And who allowed that to happen, Obi-Wan? Was it I who failed him, or was it you?
The words cut deep. Obi-Wan staggers as if struck, the weight of his guilt pressing down on him.
You know what you did.
I tried to save him.
Save him?
Palpatine interrupts, his voice rising with feigned incredulity.
You abandoned him. You left him to the Council's judgment, to their blind arrogance. You were his brother, were you not? His family. And yet when he needed you most, you turned your back on him.
Obi-Wan's breaths grow ragged, his fists clenching at his sides.
I did everything I could. I fought for him.
You lied to him. You hid the truth, just as the Jedi always do. You taught him to bury his feelings, to deny his attachments, and in the end, you left him vulnerable, ripe for me to claim. But this was not my plan, Kenobi. You killed him.
Obi-Wan's face twists with anguish as Palpatine's words take root. He stumbles backward, shaking his head.
Stop it. Stop twisting the truth.
Palpatine's tone softens again, taking on an almost fatherly quality.
Oh, Obi-Wan, don't you see? You and I are not so different. The Jedi Order, those blind fools, they failed us both. They took your loyalty and your love and turned them into weapons. They made you kill your brother. They are the true villains.
Obi-Wan's lips tremble as he whispers.
No, that's not true.
Isn't it?
I think he's going to turn out to be... Obi-Wan is going to join Palpatine. I think. Yeah. Let's see, like... I think he's going to join Palpatine, or he's not going to join Palpatine, and Yoda and Obi-Wan are both going to kill Palpatine. One of the two is going to happen, but either way, Skywalker is dead.
Look at yourself, Obi-Wan. Look at what they've made you do. You stand here, covered in the blood of your brother, a man you swore to protect. And for what? For an order that is already dead.
Obi-Wan's hands tremble, his grief giving way to simmering rage.
I did what I had to.
He growls, his voice low and dangerous.
Yes.
Palpatine hisses, stepping closer, his voice like silk.
And you can do more. Together we can finish what Anakin started. We can bring peace and order to this chaotic galaxy. No more betrayal, no more lies. Join me, Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan's eyes narrow, his lightsaber flying back into his hand with a snap.
I will never join you.
Palpatine smirks, igniting his crimson blade.
Such anger, such passion. You deny it, but I can feel it in you, Obi-Wan. You are already mine.
With a cry of fury, Obi-Wan charges, and the duel begins. Palpatine's strikes are calculated, almost lazy, as if he's toying with Obi-Wan.
Good, Kenobi. Let your anger flow. Strike me down. Prove to me you're free of the Jedi's chains.
Their blades clash in a blur of red and blue, and Obi-Wan's movements grow more aggressive, his rage bubbling to the surface. Palpatine's laughter echoes through the molten air.
Yes, that's it. Feel the power of your hatred. Use it!
Obi-Wan's final strike sends Palpatine stumbling backward, his lightsaber falling from his grasp.
Good, Kenobi. Finish it. Complete your destiny.
Obi-Wan raises his blade, his eyes blazing with anger. But just as he swings down, his blade is stopped by a flash of green. Yoda has arrived, his face etched with sorrow and determination.
No, Obi-Wan. To the dark side, this path leads.
Obi-Wan's rage falters as Yoda's words sink in. His lightsaber hand trembles, and finally, he drops the weapon, collapsing to his knees. Palpatine cackles from the ground, even as Yoda steps between him and Obi-Wan. As the fiery embers of Mustafa crackle around them, Yoda steps forward, his small frame radiating an aura of calm determination. Obi-Wan, still visibly shaken by his confrontation with Anakin and Palpatine's earlier manipulations, ignites his lightsaber and stands beside the Jedi Grand Master. Across from them, Palpatine watches with a twisted grin, his yellow eyes glinting in the oppressive heat.
Ah, Master Yoda. How fitting that you should come here to this wretched place to witness the final extinction of the Jedi. Did you not learn your lesson on Coruscant? You failed there, old friend. What makes you think you can succeed now? Or is it desperation that drives you? Perhaps you simply wish to die here alongside your order.
Yoda's ears twitch, but his expression remains steady.
Overestimated yourself, you do, Emperor. And the Jedi have not. Failed, I have not. Here, your reign ends.
Palpatine laughs, a high-pitched, chilling sound that reverberates through the volcanic landscape.
Such bravado, Yoda. You're deluding yourself. The Jedi are gone, destroyed by your arrogance and blindness. And this, boy, is all you have left. A broken shell of a man who killed his own apprentice.
Obi-Wan's grip tightens on his lightsaber, his face a mix of anger and grief.
You can taunt us all you want, but your empire will fall.
He says, his voice trembling but resolute.
The Jedi are not gone. As long as we fight for peace and justice, You'll never win.
Peace and justice. Is that what you tell yourself as you crawl through the ashes of your order? You are a fool, Kenobi. A relic of a forgotten era. But no matter. I will crush you both, and the galaxy will forget the Jedi ever existed.
No, see. Will I see Palpatine about to kill Obi-Wan. But let's see if Palpatine can kill both Yoda and Kenobi.
Palpatine ignites his crimson blade with a snap hiss, and the duel begins. The clash of lightsabers lights up the molten surroundings, blue, green, and red, flashes painting the scene in a violent kaleidoscope. Palpatine's strikes are quick and brutal, his mastery of the dark side evident in every movement. He focuses his attacks on Obi-Wan, sensing his vulnerability. Yoda intercedes with swift precision, his agility defying his small stature and advanced age.
Distracted by power, you are, Sidious.
Yoda says, leaping to block a downward strike aimed at Obi-Wan.
Blind to the truth, the dark side makes you.
Palpatine snarls, his composure slipping.
You speak of truth, Yoda? The truth is that the Jedi are weak. The Sith are the future.
His attacks become wilder, infused with rage. Obi-Wan and Yoda fight in tandem, their styles complementing each other. But despite their combined efforts, Palpatine's focus turns back to Obi-Wan, sensing the cracks in his resolve. A sudden surge of Force energy sends Yoda flying backward, leaving Obi-Wan momentarily alone with the Sith Lord.
Do you feel it, Kenobi?
Palpatine hisses, circling the weary Jedi.
The anger, the pain, let it consume you. Strike me down, avenge your apprentice, your order, or perhaps you're too weak.
Obi-Wan lunges, his emotions boiling over, but Palpatine sidesteps and delivers a deadly counterstrike. His crimson blade pierces Obi-Wan's chest. The Jedi Master gasps, dropping to his knees, his lightsaber falling from his grasp. No! Yoda's voice rings out as he rushes back into the fray, his blade clashing against Palpatine's in a whirlwind of fury. Obi-Wan collapses, his breathing shallow, as Yoda and Palpatine engage in a duel that shakes the very ground beneath them. Palpatine's arrogance begins to falter as Yoda presses the attack. The Sith Lord's movements grow less precise, his confidence giving way to desperation. With a final, masterful strike, Yoda disarms Palpatine, sending his lightsaber clattering to the ground. Palpatine, now defenseless, stumbles backward.
You cannot win, Yoda.
He spits, his voice trembling.
The Sith are eternal.
Yoda raises his lightsaber, his eyes narrowing.
Eternal, the Sith are not. Peace and balance, the Force will restore.
With a swift motion, Yoda delivers the finishing blow, ending Palpatine's reign of terror. The Sith Lord's body crumples to the ground, lifeless. Yoda steps back, his gaze falling on Obi-Wan, who lies motionless nearby. The Grand Master kneels beside him, placing a hand on Obi-Wan's shoulder.
Rest now, my friend.
Yoda says softly, his voice heavy with grief.
Sacrifice much you have. For the Jedi, hope still remains.
As the volcanic fires rage around them, Yoda prepares to leave Mustafar, carrying with him the weight of loss and the hope of rebuilding what the Sith tried to destroy.
Wait, it ends like that? Did Yoda bring Yoda? Did Yoda bring Yoda? Did Yoda bring Kenobi with him, or did Yoda left Kenobi to lay there on Mustafa and the rest? Like, what happened to Kenobi after that? Anyway, bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I'll have his channel in the description as always. And don't forget to check out my reaction playlist too. And don't forget to check out my reaction playlist too to see more of my reactions I've done as well. Yeah, bye for now, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.